Thank you. Excited to be here. It's just that we don't have any means to project real-time our Android app to you, so you'll need to stick with some screenshots and my 6-minute presentation, which I hope will fall well. Just let me start with an obvious observation. I mean, we live in a day and age where just too much data around. I mean, we generate each year 2 times as much data as we did the past 5,000 years. So these are mind-boggling numbers, I know. And it's growing at an exponential rate with the coming of smartphones. So, however, the internet tools and services that we use spill data on an exponential rate. Still, we use antiquated tools. I mean, we still search for information using keywords. I can assure you when you search for, I want to have fun, you don't get relevant information. We get spammed by leg waxer stuff. I mean, who of the guys get this in their mailbox? Who of you buy it? I don't want to know actually, but. And while we are walking around actually with GPS devices, which you can actually use to make phone calls as well, still there are some software out there that require you to check in manually. I've seen a lot of them doing this to displays. So basically content, which is all out there, is useless without relevant context. And that has been repeated a couple of times before by other people, which makes me smile. But we need to turn data into intelligence, actionable intelligence. And it is actually in this belief that we have made it our mission to turn data into intelligence by turning your smartphone actually into a smart agent. And how we do this is in a very distinct way. We on one hand, we plug into your social data, so we plug into social networks like Facebook, Foursquare, LinkedIn, and more to come. But we also use the sensors that are present into your smartphone. In every recent smartphone, there are like around 10, even more, sensors that we can work with, including light sensor, GPS, ambient sound, volume sensor, and more. So we employ deep data mining and building actual affinity networks of social data and map this onto the sensory data, in which we use machine learning algorithms and sensor fusion principles actually to come up with profiles that are continuously and in real time updated according to your preferences. So basically what we've built with Jini is a personal assistant who likes to be your best friend, who is living on your smartphone, and she's geared to offer you tips and suggestions to make your life even better. Jini is capable of offering suggestions based to your personality. So basically all irrelevant content is stripped down. If you like AC/DC, you're not going to be spammed, or she's not going to propose you a Diwali, unless you're really into that. So basically, Jini wants to be your sixth sense. And now I see that there's something really effed up with the slide. But this is the main screen of the Jini application, and actually on the upper side, the dark side, is actually where the current relevant observations and ideas that Jini has, that she thinks you want to know about, are projected in real time. So they just move up. It's a feed, right? So on the bottom half, you have the past observations and ideas that Jini thinks you might find relevant. I don't know how readable it is to all of you, but although this screen might be quite, it's not really readable. Okay, this is good. This is actually a screenshot of today. Yes, I did sleep 8 hours. The thing is, everything you see here is not inputted manually by a user. This is gathered automatically. Claridge, if there's this company in New York that said we went beyond the check-in. Well, this is going beyond the check-in. It's not simply replacing the word check-in with a place marker. You come in and this is projected onto your feed. This is also done without having any strapped on gear to your body to monitor if you're actually going to sleep or not. And so on. Let me continue because we have a lot of ground to cover. There's a slide menu which actually allows Jini also to pull up some statistics on your music, on your sleep, or social environment, and so on. This data is real time and is continuously harvested for you. So basically, and this is really not real, anyway, this is one example of how a music statistic could look like. You get your musical moments when you like to listen to music, when you're on the move, when you're stationary, at home, somewhere else. But it also allows you, Jini, to start proposing you with concerts, in this example, nearby that you might like, or with music that Jini thinks might be interesting for you to download or buy. Just to give you an idea, how we calculate all this is quite complex, but we even are now experimenting to take your bouncing of your movement into account, aligning it with the beats per minute of songs to actually propose you music when you go jogging, just to show you we take in sensor quite serious. This is another example of your sleep and awake. When you tap the detail, you can see actually how much your sleep and awake patterns compare to previous weeks or comparing to other friends and so on. Or you can just meet up with friends around you. I mean, Jini goes like, this is someone that's nearby that might be interesting to you or you're friends with. But also, ultimately, Jini can propose you actionable items like deals or discounts or music or anything else, but still always relevant to you. So basically, it's actually Jini is a diary that writes itself, not requiring any manual or not too much manual input of a user. But sometimes she fails, and then she asks you. Right? Here she guesses that she believes that we work at Aarhus Labs, and it just allows us to confirm. And the road ahead, just a quick thing. People often ask us, how do we compare ourselves? We find Jini to be we're still building Jini to be an app that's trying to, make Siri go up and run a bush. But still many challenges ahead of us. Right, that's it, 6 minutes.